Every city we studied had a short list, just a handful of law firms that AI already trusted. They were already showing up first and already hard to catch. Austin didn't really have one. That's not really like a small detail. That's probably the most useful thing that we found in 15 different cities that we were tracking. We pulled about 2,872 real answers across every practice area a client actually searches for in Austin, Texas, running the same questions through ChatGPT, Perplexity, Gemini, and Claude. And in most practice areas, AI named somewhere around 82 different firms before it settled into any kind of pattern. The top three firms, whoever they happened to be that day, only pulled about 31% of all the mentions. You compare that to a city like Denver, where three law firms alone soaked up almost 60% of every answer in the one practice area. And you can start to see how different Austin actually is when it comes to AI searches. A couple of practice areas did buck the trend, though. In immigration, there were three firms that lock up almost half the answers: Lincoln Goldfish, Foster's, and William Yang. In criminal defense in Austin, AI searchers are bringing up Minton, they're bringing up Flores, and then Kofor is there. Real estate, you're going to get Amherst, you're going to get Brown Jackson, and then Winstead. But step outside those few practice areas and you land somewhere like elder law or maybe workers' comp, where AI starts to name more than 100 different law firms, and it never really settled on a favorite. No one in Austin has really built the recognition yet. The seat for your law firm is just sitting there, by the way. And here's why that matters more than it sounds like it should. When a city's answer is already locked, catching up means outworking law firms that have had most likely a 5-year start on directory profiles, reviews, and reputation management. When a city's answer is wide open, in this case Austin, the same afternoon of work that would barely move the needle in, let's say, Denver, could easily put your law firm at the top of the list in Austin because there's almost nobody standing in the way right now. If your Austin law firm isn't showing up in these answers right now, it probably isn't because a competitor beat you to it. What we saw in most practice areas here is nobody's actually claimed the spot yet. That's a very different problem than the one lawyers are having in Charlotte or Boston and the things that they're dealing with, because it's just so much easier to fix in Austin. When Perplexity did back up its Austin answers, it's good to know they did it with a source. About 97% of the time, that source was a directory. Super Lawyers led at about 17%. Justia was around 11%. So the fastest way, I believe, to claim one of these open seats is the most boring one there is. Just go complete your Super Lawyers and your Justia profiles right now. Do every field, not just the ones you filled in 3 years ago and forgot about. Match your name, address, and practice areas across every site that lists you. Then check all 4 AI tools yourself for your own practice area, because the overlap between them here runs about 6%. And a good showing on one tells you almost nothing about the other 3. That's important to know. Most cities we studied are on a fight over a small number of seats that are already taken. The good thing about Austin, it's mostly empty chairs. The only real question is how much longer you're going to leave your standing. And I hope you go claim it right now.